latest news right now. But according to what is happening in Nigeria and in US and in UK and everywhere, understand you need full information about our website. You can easily get on Instagram, also on the Twitter, and again in the YouTube. Alright, now our YouTube channel just that FMT and Worldwide News Entertainment. Understand? So if you need the latest news, we are watching now. Right now, the latest news that is going on now. Study here and be watching.
Alright, so you're welcome back. Group issues 7 days ultimatum to remove roadblock. Whereas designated Ndigbo Unit 4 has called on the security operative in the southeast and some parts of the south-south to stop subjecting the people of the zone to deliberate and the unnecessary suffering through the blockage of the major road in the and bridge. Alright, according to the Igbo group made the call when they addressed newsmen in Enugu State, while alleging that the people of the two zones lost about 105 billion weekly due to the closure of the major road and state boundary in the zones. Alright, condemning the action, NUF through their President General Ndigbo Uzo together with the Secretary Mazi Shika Udemedu gave the federal government the Southeast governor 7 days from the time of the publication of his story to stop the blockage of the major road and the state boundaries or face the weight of the people through the massive protests in the major cities of the southeast and the south-south. Alright, he mentioned Onitsha and Asaba, end of the Niger Bridge. Okay, Mandibi along the Onitsha-Owerri Road, Amnesen along the Onitsha-Enugu Road, Umuahia along the Onitsha-Port Harcourt Road, Owerri-Elele Road, among others, a place that operatives set up the roadblocks. Alright, he said this operative keep monitor motorists and the commuters for the several hours before they escorted the drivers, especially commercial ones, between 1,000 to 500 naira, after which they were allowed to pass. He said two occupants were forced to calm down and walk through the military barricade with their hands raised, irrespectively of age and sex. Alright, an action he said was the meaning of the trap on the right of the peoples. Then they also said this roadblock have not been checkmate the activities of the unknown gunmen. They were looking out for their neither after they arrested any of them at the roadblocks. Alright, he said operative behave as the army of the occupation, which they are which were sent purposely to creep the economy of the southeast and the inflict philological trauma of the people. This is nothing but an extension of marginalization. It is a plot to sabotage the economy of the southeast and the south-south zones. The entire thing shows that we are in a state of emergency, he said. The NUF both said President Muhammadu Buhari should direct as a matter of urgency direct the Chief of Army Staff and the Inspector General of Police to stop the blockage of the major express road in the east. The group also called on the governors, especially the southeast governor, to rise up to the occasion instead of supporting the federal government to continue the suppression of their citizens. Alright, they said this is oppressive and suppressive. It is appear to us to be a deliberate ploy to frustrate our people, politically and economically. How can you explain blocking Niger Bridge as from 5 p.m. keeping people from the 5-10 hours for a journey that is less than 30 minutes? Alright, at the Asaba end there are about 6 sets of the security operative blocking the expressway, collecting tolls. If you manage to pass, you will find out that there's no traffic but deliberately delaying an exotic motorist. He said there is no area in the north, in the spite of the high degree of insecurity, there are ways that such road blockade can be erected. Alright, then they also warned that if the federal government failed to order the immediate dismantling and the discontinue of the closing of the entrance gate, he added that the group will resort to the massive protest that will shake the foundation of the Nigeria. Alright, to show the news now. Then they said this operative and suppressive it appeared to us to be a deliberate plot to frustrate our people politically and economically. Alright, he mentioned that the NUF both said President Muhammadu Buhari to show direct as a matter of urgency direct and the Chief of Army Staff and the Inspector General of Police to stop the blockage of this major express road in the east. Then they also said this roadblock will not be checkmate the activities of unknown gunmen. They were looking out for the either have they arrested any of them at the roadblocks. Alright, he said the operative behave as many as army of occupation, which is their wish were sent purposely to creep the economy of the southeast and they inflict physiological trauma on the peoples. He said the occupiers were forced to come down and walk through the military barricade with their hands raised, irrespective of age and sex. An action is with the meaning of trampling on the right of the peoples. Alright, he said this operative keep motorists and the commuters for several hours before they exhorted the driver, especially commercial ones, between 1,000 to 500 naira 5,000, after which they were allowed to pass. Condemning the action, NUF through the President General, Dinde Uzo, together with the Secretary Mazi Shika Udemadu, gave the federal government the Southeast Governor 7 days from the time of the publication of this story to stop blockade of the major road and state boundaries or face the warrant of the people through the massive protests in the major cities of the southeast and the south-south. Time to be with us. We'll be back shortly. Goodbye for now.